So it's been a few years since you were cast as Arthur. 5 years. How much of a role did you play in kind of collaborating with Zach and, in this case, James, to set Arthur apart from the comic version?
Both the directors were phenomenal at taking ideas and what I want to put into it, but Zach really set a tone for it and it had the right flavors that I wanted, so his pitch made me want to play it. Mm-hmm. I think if it was in, we don't really get to Aquaman or the King of Atlantis until the last frames of this movie. So, there's 3 movies of the reluctant hero, flawed, rascal, just all this stuff that I find very attractive in being, Zach wanted to make him a badass, wanted to make him an outlaw, wanted him to be just not accepted by anyone. So, that stuff is fun to be flawed. So, and then James, in turn, built a world that is so beautiful and then let that same character go back to his roots, which then you get to see his softer sides and how he would act around his pops. He, same thing, reluctant, but then it's, he gets his butt kicked the whole movie. There's moments where I'm like, James, he just gets beat up and, to the point where he wants to give up. And that's still an amazing, vulnerable thing where Mare is stronger than him. And then finally it's the people around him that believe in him so much, which is just true in life, to be a king, you need a kingdom and you should, and your family that believes in you.
Yeah. So in the movie, you guys talk about the distinction between being a king and then being a hero. How important is it, or why is it important for you coming into this movie to portray a hero on screen?
Well, it's saving the world. It's like saving his family. He's given it his all and he can't win. He just doesn't have the power to do that. And he has to humble himself and go this is why I'm here. This is what I'm just trying to do my best, and save the world, but he doesn't have the power to do it. And so, king is just bloodline. It doesn't mean, most kings are assholes. So, it's just kind of like, just because you're a bloodline doesn't make you an amazing human being. I think you have a loss of perspective on what the society is and what your public, requires. So I think I'd rather be a hero, but now it's to be a hero king. And
is there something from the comics that in like a perfect world, perfect scenario you can tackle in the sequels? Like whether it's a storyline, character arc?
I could spit out a bunch of different ideas, but the truth of it is I'm like, it's going to come down to James and Warner and everyone. But there's if I just talk about, right, the family's reunited, I'm in love. Who knows if there's babies I think there needs to have a tremendous loss. My brother's still alive. I'm probably going to have to take advice. There's going to be lessons learned by him. Monta's still on the loose. There's for certain death within. There's some things that I would love to see because Arthur. It's even fun to watch Arthur go to, because his human side is equally as magical as his Atlantean side. That's what gives him his empathy but also can steer him down the wrong path. I've covered it up by drinking and not wanting to accept certain things. So that's his human flawed side, and I think it's fun to go down that path, and it's also fun to abuse your power. There's just a lot of things. He's king now. To roll up to the Justice League and his perspective now is just like, I got a trident you can't take off of me now, and it's got some powers. And I'm kind of there's, when Zach first told me, he's like, the only thing that could cut Superman is the King's Trident, and that's how strong that thing is. So I'm the only one that can have it because he's the rightful heir. But it's kind of not that I want to do that, but it's just to say that he can definitely mess up some stuff. The old Trident didn't work as well.
Yeah.
He could have messed up Steppenwolf a little bit easier now. So
Can I just ask one really quick question?
Absolutely not. Screen rant.
How much Guinness did you go through during that bar scene?
That was a fun scene, but that wasn't really Guinness.
It wasn't, okay. Because I know you're a fan, right?
Oh, I'm a fan, all right. But that wasn't Guinness at all.
Probably dangerous to do that on set.
That would be, wouldn't it?